If you didn't already know, Multiversus is a crossover fighting game in a similar vein to that of Super Smash Bros., except with Warner Bros. Properties. The current roster consists of DC, Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, Steven Universe, Iron Giant, Adventure Time, and Game of Thrones characters, but the possibilities for future characters are endless. And thanks to a little leak, we know a handful of the possible characters, but we're not going to be talking about those. We're going to be talking about some other characters that could be in this game and what their movesets would be like. So as one of the leaks pointed out, 11 from Stranger Things will apparently be coming to Multiversus. So while Stranger Things is still relevant, let's discuss what a potential moveset could look like for Steve Harrington, the best Stranger Things character. Steve would be a bruiser, and his default costume would be his Season 2 look, as I think it's his most iconic look and my personal favorite. Now let's start with his specials. The moves that I believe are the most important, as they can be the most unique. Now in this game, specials can be different depending on if you're in the air or in the ground, so I'll be giving ideas for both. But first, let's discuss the ground specials. His neutral ground special is Steve the Hair Harrington. With this ability, Steve brushes his hand through his gorgeous locks, charming all enemies in a circle around him, stunning them and leaving them vulnerable to attack. His side ground special is Damn Good Babysitter. Since most of the main kids couldn't really work as their own character, as I believe there just isn't enough potential for a moveset, I decided to include them in Steve's moveset. So with his ability, Steve summons one of 4 children, Dustin, Lucas, Max, or Mike, to charge forward and knock up all enemies in their path. He's able to use all 4 in a row without a cooldown, but once he has exhausted all of them, he must wait until at least one of them recharges to use the ability again. His down special is Melt With You. Since every season of Stranger Things ends with the heroes attacking the enemy with fire, and Steve is usually a part of this attack, I decided to incorporate fire into his moveset. Steve can freely move around and pour a trail of gasoline on the ground. Once he's emptied the can, he throws a lighter down, lighting the trail on fire. If the lighter hits an enemy, it immediately sets them on fire, and if the lighter hits the gasoline, then the entire trail becomes engulfed in flames, and any enemies standing in it will be set on fire. But this move does require a cooldown. His final ground special is his up special, and is King Steve. It's more simple than the others, and with it, Steve jumps straight in the air, pointing spike bat upwards as he does so. Now let's move on to his air specials. For starters, his neutral and up air specials will be the same as his ground specials, but his side and down specials are different. His side air special is Stealthy Like a Ninja. Steve charges forward, tackling any enemy in his path, dealing damage and pushing them back. His final unique air special is his down air special and is Bradley's Big Body. Steve throws a firework down that explodes and sets enemies on fire, but it does require a cooldown. Now let's move on to his grounded normal attacks. With most of these attacks, I decided to incorporate his iconic spiked bat. First up is his neutral, Swing Bat or Batter. He charges up by twirling his bat, then swings forward, knocking enemies back and dealing damage. His side attack is Spiked Combo, where it unleashes a flurry of swings from his bat. His down attack is Downward Axe, where he utilizes his axe from Season 4 to charge up before chopping down at the ground. Finally, his up attack is Overhead Swing. Steve simply charges, then swings overhead with his bat. Now for his air attacks. His neutral air is Circular Swing. Steve swings his bat in a half circle in front of him. His side air is Russian Transmission, where he uses the Russian's phone to swing in front of him. His down air is Spike Slam. Steve slams downwards with his bat, forcing himself down, but also spiking any enemies hit. Finally, his up air is Lighter Swing. Steve takes out his lighter and swings it in an arc above his head, lighting enemies that he hits on fire. Now that we've finished his moves, let's talk about cosmetics. Like I mentioned before, his default look is that of Season 2, but he also would have 4 other costumes available. First up is Scoops Ahoy, which is based off his Scoops Ahoy uniform from Season 3. Second is the Hunk, which is his green sweater look from Season 1. Third is Tunnel Bandit, which is the outfit he used to set the tunnels on fire from the finale of Season 2. And his fourth and final costume is Upside Down, which is the outfit he wore in the Upside Down in the Season 4 finale. He also has 3 emotes. His default is simply a twirl of his bat. His second emote features Steve running his fingers through his hair, and his final emote features a cameo from Dustin, as the two of them show off their special handshake. Steve would also launch alongside a stage based off the Scoops Ahoy store from the Starcourt Mall. And that wraps it up for the Steve Harrington fighter concept inside of Multiversus. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below who you would like to see next as a Multiversus fighter concept. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.